Hi friends, welcome to Ashes DIY. Today we will design a necklace using Sam's Bead Box subscription for the month of August 2023, and I have pulled out some of the stuff in my stash. This is not long actually. I did an online order a couple of years back from a shop which was closing, and they had like I think 50% off or something, so I got it. But the problem is the chain length is only 12. As you guys can see, it's only this much. It's 12 inches actually. So 12, well, you can say 12 and some inches, not even quarter, right? 12 and a quarter inch, you can say. So this is a very small size, and even if you want something like a choker or something, you would at least need 16 inches, especially my neck is big, so I need that much. But I came up with an idea of using this 4.5 inch the graduated sunstone that we got from the box, and then add this chain to it. And I have a magnetic clasp. I just have only one left. This was from bbcraft.com, so I'm just going to use that, and then I'm going to finish it off that way. But this part I'm thinking either to add it in a bead string wire, or a wire like this. But then a bead stringing wire would make sense because I want it to be dainty, so it needs to be free flowing and not very stiff. So I'm gonna use a good bead stringing wire, which will be a Beadalon 19 strand. I can use a 49 strand as well. Whichever you have in your stash, you can use them. This one is a little bit less, so I'm gonna use that. So I just took the bead string wire. This is in gold color, and then what I'm gonna do here is just gonna carefully cut this off. I'm not gonna remove everything because we wanted it in the order that is strong. So in between these bead, you can add a gold bead. I pulled out some 11 seed beads from my stash, which is a gold color. Or what we can do is we can add this one right here. Let me see, whichever looks good, we will add it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to remove this. These stones have a notoriously small hole, so it might be, I already dropped it, might be difficult to put it through. So let me see if this one looks good. This kind of actually not able to go through the hole, but this one kind of undertones the sunstone is what I believe. I really like the combination. This is how it will look. It looks good. At the same time, I want to try the gold as well, so I'm just going to dump a couple. Add 11 seed bead. There is no much this is a simple dainty necklace. You need the sunstone to be the star of the show, rather than anything else. Not even the pattern or not even the work. See that? I think this color, the instead of the gold, this metallic color kind of looks really good in my opinion. But this metallic color shows the roundel shape a lot. So what if we mix it is what I'm thinking. Let's see. Add a gold. I kind of like this a lot. So I'm just going to continue doing this. I'm going to use both. So whenever you do a pattern, you try different things, whichever you like. You always try. If you don't try, then you never will know whether that one must have worked for you or not. And it's better. See, I kind of really like this look. It will elongate the chain for us, but that's okay for me. I want the pattern to look good nevertheless. I will finish this pattern and come back and show you guys what I have got. So I just strung everything. Only 2 beads had holes which I couldn't go through. So I'm gonna save those 2 beads. I mean, I still can work with 24 or 26 gauge wire. So that's why I'm saving this. And this is how much it is. I measured this. It's 9.5 inches to be exact. And then if we are aiming for an 18-inch necklace, which would be my ideal length, so this is about say 9.5, just a little shy. So I just need only another maybe 4 inches on both sides. So this chain would be perfect if I have an extension chain too, which I intend to do, just in case if you think that you want to wear this. See, this is about say 12 inches, right? So I don't obviously need 12 inches, but if I'm going to do this necklace, what I'm going to do here is, anyways, this is what is going to come in the front. This is going to be in the back only, but if I can cut 4 inches, then it will be exact, and I won't be able to have that extra space for adjustment. But if you want that, then you can do that, is what I'm trying to say. So if I do 4 inches one side, actually I need to cut 4 inches anyways. So let me see. First of all, what I'm going to do is, anyways, I have my bead on bead crimp. This is size 1. I'm using that. So I need to take one side, add my crimp tube, and add it to the chain, not to the clasp. So to the chain, this is like a small roller chain. So I'm just going to go back through the crimp tube And I have always said, whenever you want to crimp, it always crisscross, the wire will crisscross inside the crimp. So you need to make sure it's parallel so that you can crimp it properly. I'm going to use the crimping pliers because I'm using bead on bead crimps. So this is the crimping pliers. There is 2 holes, one on the top, one in the bottom one being close to the handle. First I'm going to use that. Just going to go ahead horizontally and align the bead in the second hole. As you guys can see, this is what it is, but again it's crisscrossed, so I need to make sure it's parallel. So here we go ahead and place that crimp tube in the second hole and just press it. So now it's actually halved, right? You can see both the wires are in the separate loop kind of a thing. Now you go ahead vertically and place the crimp bead in the first hole and then go ahead and squish that. Okay, now it will feel that as if it is a bead. Then go ahead and take your pliers, wire cutters, and then go ahead and snip it off right at the edge. So now this is seamless. So when you bring all the beads to the side, this is what it is. So this is the pattern I followed. I followed this pattern which I showed you guys, and in the middle I just kept it just the sunstone because I want to highlight the stone, right? So just for a little bit I kept just the gemstone separated by the 11 seed beads, and the number of gemstones here is 10, both sides, with the crystal and the 11 seed beads, but in between I left that part plain. So I really kind of like it, because if I do here also, then I will take the traction from the sunstone completely, plus also it will give more length, so you don't need the chain. But if you decide to do that way, then you can do it as well. So now I'm going to cut here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here is take a bead stopper, just put the bead stopper in here. Okay, and this side, as I said, I don't want a long chain, so I'm gonna just measure. So I'm almost done with this. I keep a tape here so that it's easy for me to actually hold this wire in place. So now let me take away my crimping pliers. Let me measure about, say, 4 inches, about, say, here. So what I'm gonna do here is just gonna leave one link and cut it off. Okay, and then again so, and I realize it's a magnetic clasp, so I cannot have an adjusting clasp. If I'm doing a lobster claw or a hook and eye clasp, then I can do that. In this case I won't be able to do it, so I'm just going to cut one more 4-inch, or I can actually take this off, take my crimp bead on crimp bead, and then take this end, put this off, inside. Take my tweezer nose pliers and put the wire through the crimp bead again. If you do cut a little bit more, it'll be much more easier, but I don't want to waste it, so I'll just the tip is bad, so I'm just gonna snip off a little bit here. Let me try with my fingers. I don't know, for some reason it's not going through. Maybe I should snip a little bit more. I should have cut a little bit more of this wire. Finally, I was able to get the wire through. Now I hold the tip of the wire and the chain and just pull. I want the crimpy to sit right next to the gemstone. There we go. Pull, pull, pull until you have the right size of loop. Now go ahead and take your crimping pliers and just make sure this one is in a U format, otherwise it will be very stiff. So go ahead and take the crimp tube in the second hole, then go ahead and crimp, then come back with the first hole in a vertical position and then crimp it. Now we can snip off this excess wire as close as possible. Now again you need only 4 inches, so I'm just gonna measure for about say 4, because I want to cut off in the same place I did with the other one. I still have some wire left, chain left. I will have it for another project, and all you need to do is add this to this. We need some jump rings. We don't I need some jump rings which is closed. Let me see if I do have some closed jump rings, but to attach the closed jump rings I need I need open jump rings. So this will do. These will do. These are 18 gauge jump ring. I made these jump rings, so this will do pretty much. So go ahead, and for this I need my bent nose pliers to open and close a jump ring. I feel that this is the best. Hopefully I should be able to go through this chain. That was one of my concerns here. See how nicely it's done. So take it and that's what I was thinking, whether this 18 gauge jump ring will go through this loop or not. Let me try. If not, we'll have to sort for a thinner jump ring. These are all some of the challenges that we face. Go ahead and nicely close this jump ring and see if it is seamless. Then you can open it and add our magnetic clasp. This is a dainty necklace, so the small magnetic clasp will do. It actually is very easy to wear. Make sure it's aligned properly and nice and closed. Then do the same for the other side as well. This is a 20 gauge jump ring, 6 millimeter, and here we go. I'm planning to give this necklace to my daughter. She's turning 16 and this would be perfect for the dress that I got her. There we go, our necklace is ready. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. And this is a very dainty necklace, so pretty, just bead stringing and some crimping and then adding jump rings. That's about it. Anybody can do it. You just have to figure out the pattern. And this is the end product. As you guys can see, I have 11 seed beads in them, galvanized gold between the sunstone, and here I have 11 seed beads and the 3 millimeter struck check glass bead in between those. And then I added a chain. It's a decorative chain. And then I added a magnetic clasp at the end using open jump rings. So this is what it is. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day, and do subscribe to my channel, like and comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. Bye bye.